morning. So I'm leaving my hotel out of the weird Rensselaer town in Indiana. It's a crisp morning. Today I'm heading to Wabash, Indiana, which is kind of off route again. A lot of the places to stay are not on the route, so you have to come off a little bit. Hopefully I won't run into road construction today. So now I'm heading into town, and I need to try to find the road to get back on the route south. So I'm gonna stop and get some water and get on the road. Yeah, so I think I have 2 more days left in Indiana. Today is going to be not as long as yesterday, but I'm expecting probably an 85 mile day maybe. Tomorrow is going to be a relatively short day to the bike hostel in Monroeville, Indiana, about 60 miles, so looking forward to that. And yeah, then into Ohio. I have to decide if I want to take a 0 day in Monroeville. It's been long days in Illinois and Indiana, but they haven't been super hard days because the riding is pretty flat. But they've just been long days. So usually at the end of each section, each map section I take a 0 day, but it depends on how motivated I am to get into Ohio, because I really want to get to Cedar Point. I think up ahead is my first gay flag in Indiana. I didn't see any in Illinois in the little towns. And a little gay mailbox too. Right next to a Trump house. And I don't have my glasses anymore, so I can't see signs. Let's see what this says up here. There it is, 231. This is a nice little town. I'm surprised that there's no bridges out. So that's not good, of course. So I'm gonna keep going. This road construction is a pain in the ass. Okay, so instead of 231, alright, so we're heading out of town on 114. So what I think I'm going to do is, every time I see a crossroad, I'm going to look ahead on the map to see if it hits my gotta check my wheel, I feel something weird. I'll check the crossroads to see if it hits my route here. I gotta check my front wheel real quick. There, that sounds better. Sometimes my little skewer, the little bolt works its way out a little bit and it gets kind of loose. And the wheel makes this noise that's familiar. So I just gotta tighten it down. It's fine now. Okay, so the next road is supposed to be S400W. And when I get there, I'll check to see if it intersects with the route. I think it does. Cool morning, it feels good. There's some people asking where I was bound today, and I'm like, I told them Wabash, and their eyes got really big, but it's definitely not the longest day I've ever done. 85 miles, no way. So maybe to them it seems like I'm doing something extraordinary. But I think my longest day was 117 miles, which is in Montana. That was the day I decided I didn't want to do those days anymore. That was after brutal climbs too. Oh, really close too. It's like the next street and I turn left. Awesome. Alright, that turned out good. So, Wabash is not on the route either, so I'm gonna have to do some of my own navigation to get to where I need to go in and out of Wabash tonight and tomorrow. Looks like a bunch of more corn. What's nice about tons of corn is you got to pee. You just hop in the corn. I know it hasn't rained for a while, but I noticed that the soil is kind of cracked in the corn, so maybe I'm doing the corn some good. There's some times in Nebraska where it's just grass and there's nowhere to pee. Alright, if I see anything awesome, I'll turn the camera back on. Really glad I'm not going west because it's a pretty stiff wind here. It sucked to me. But I deserve some tailwinds, man. I paid my dues. I paid my dues, so I don't feel sorry for these tailwinds at all. I got tailwinds 2 days in a row. Awesome. But I always tell myself, it's never as bad as that day coming out of Fargo. It was 40 miles an hour right in my face. It was terrible. I only rode for 9 hours that day and I went 40 miles. This is just beautiful. I think I'm almost up to 50 miles for the day. At 50, I'm going to stop for a water break. Check my map. These are really nice back roads. These on here, they're practically bike trails because there's no traffic on these roads. Hardly any. I must be getting near a town. They wouldn't have like a truck dealership in the middle of nowhere. The road's getting better. But yeah, I've been making good time with these tailwinds. It was funny because I thought I was doing like really crappy time because I looked down at my watch and I was like, it was like 2.5 hours and I hadn't even gotten 20 miles yet. What the hell's going on? And then I realized I crossed the time zone, or the Eastern time zone, so the clock ticked forward an hour. Then I realized I was doing really good time to do 20 miles in an hour and a half, so it was really good. For me anyway, with a loaded down bike. So yeah, I should be hitting 50 miles here pretty soon. I'll take a break and take a look at the map and see, kind of get an idea where I am for today. I'm definitely over halfway, so I'm sure this is not a 100-mile day. But it's hard to tell because when you're in the middle of nowhere like this, there's no towns or anything anywhere. You could be anywhere. You're like in soybean and corn heaven. Well, I wanted to get a shot of the wind in the soybeans. There's another soybean field over here. Looks cool when the wind blows the soybeans. Look right over here. Very cool. Well, I'll check back in later. Prairie flowers. So pretty. It's a chilly Sunday morning today, and leaving Wabash, Indiana, and heading to Monroeville, Indiana, the last leg of Section 8. Woo! I'm a little bit off route because I had to come down here to get to the place I was staying tonight, and I think if I stay on this road, I'm going to intersect the route in Largo down the road here, so I don't want to go back up north on the road I came down on, because that road is very narrow and no shoulder. This one has a really wide shoulder, which I love. So yeah, so today, relatively short day, 65 miles I think, which is gonna be nice. I'm starting a little late. It's 9 something, and let me see, it's 9:02. For a couple of reasons, I had to do a little bit of work this morning, and for the time zone change, I'm like an hour behind schedule already. It usually takes me a few days to adjust to that. So, but since it's a short day, it's not gonna be bad. I'm not sure how far down the road Largo is, but I think it's maybe 10 miles or something. I crossed the river down there. So hopefully I get this really nice shoulder all the way down there. So, anywho, if I see anything awesome, of course I'll turn the camera on and show you. Catch you later. This looks cool. I thought it was going to be all farmland today. It's a little bit of forest, looks like. Oh, it's pretty in here. I can't see, but it looks like there's something down ahead. Maybe more bicyclists or horses or cows, I don't know. wildlife. Looks like people on horses. Looks like I'm leaving the park. I'm gonna turn on this highway right here. A left. Some good little hills in there. It was really pretty. It's cold though. Coming into Monroeville. This is the end of section 8 of the Northern Tier route, in about 0.8 miles. So I'm gonna ride all the way to the end point and then figure out where the bike camping place is. I think the day turned out to be 65 miles maybe. Let me see. 60, that's gonna end up being 60, a little over 67 miles.